Saint Purandaradasa has composed close to 500,000 compositions. His compositions are rich with life lessons. He teaches societies how to lead a true and meaningful life. All of this information has been present in Indian texts for various generations now, especially in the Vedas, especially in the Upanishads. However, these lessons are generally written in Sanskrit, an ancient and rich language that is not spoken by the common man, and therefore these lessons are inaccessible to them. And so, Saint Purandaradasa takes the responsibility of understanding these texts, digesting them and translating them into the language of the common man in that area, his mother tongue and mine, the language of Kannada. His compositions became widely known as Purandaradasa Kirtanas, and his contributions to Indian music are so immense that we hail him as the father of South Indian classical music. Now, having abandoned all his earthly possessions, Saint Purandaradasa steps into the streets barefoot, holding a tala in one hand, much like the one I'm holding now, and a tambura, a stringed instrument, in the other hand, singing and resonating with divine energy, dancing with an open heart to the tunes of Hari. supreme knowledge and became widely known as Saint Purandaradasa. Saint Purandaradasa dedicated his life towards guiding societies towards the right path, imparting profound teachings and hymns. He saw value and potential in every human being and believed that everybody could perform miracles with their time. Everything has already been provided by the Creator in abundance. People in their ignorance fail to see the beauty and the gifts around them. Instead of valuing the resources at their disposal, they waste time in idle talk, gossip, and looking down upon others. Purandaradasa wisely points out that pleasing the Almighty is easy, but pleasing a man is far more difficult. Why? Ego, blindness, and selfishness consumes every action, leading societies astray, away from the true treasures in life. Purandaradasa captures the challenges of dealing with societal judgments, where no matter what one does, there will always be criticisms and labels from the society. He writes beautifully, "To win your heart, O Lord, is a treasure, but winning people's love is beyond measure. Those who speak with charm and grace find life's struggles hard to face. If silent, they'll say you're filled with pride. Speak too much and your flaws won't hide. Stay quiet, they'll call you dumb. Talk too much, you're foolish to some. If you're slim, they'll call you weak. Earn too much, they'll gossip and peak. Eat too much, they'll call you greedy. Eat too little, they'll call you miserly. And if you fast, they'll claim you're ill. Society's expectations one can never fulfill." ಹರಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಒಲಿಸಲು ಬಹುದು, ನರರನೊಲಿಸುವುದು ಬಲು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಹರಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಒಲಿಸಲು ಬಹುದು, ನರರನೊಲಿಸುವುದು ಬಲು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸರಿ ಬಂದಂತೆ ಆಡುವ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕಡೆದನಗಿರುವುದು ಕಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸರಿ ಬಂದಂತೆ ಆಡುವ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕಡೆದನಗಿರುವುದು ಕಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಹರಿಯೇ ಒಲಿಸಲು ಬಹುದು, ನರರನೊಲಿಸುವುದು ಬಲು ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬಲು ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬಲು ಕಷ್ಟ. His compositions, imbued with spirituality and devotion, conveyed liberating and progressive ideas. He boldly opposed the injustices in society through his songs. At the time,